Hello and welcome to Goddess Resurrection. My name is Britta and I am your host. And today's episode is on you standing strong in your feminine energy and power. Before we dive in, let me just share with you quickly what this episode is about. So as I was just preparing, I was getting that we're meant to do a transmission. So we'll be speaking a little bit, but we'll also be focusing on some transmission work because over this course of this beginning of November, this first week of November was so intense. If you want to Google it and research it, Google the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance has been off the charts. We've been jumping timelines. We've been leveling up into such higher frequencies and consciousness. It's mind-blowing. And so I'm being shown that you are ready for these transmissions, which is going to make it very easy for you to really own and be mother of creation. Because you are. Goddess is mother of creation. Hello, excuse me. So it's the time for you to step into this real intentional wisdom and creation. That with every thought that you're rethinking, with every choice that you are aligning, right? With every way in which you hold your own energy and give space to people, places, and things, right? You are just building your ability to hold so much light. And that's really what these timeline shifts that we've been just surfing onto the bigger and bigger and bigger timelines. It's been incredible, have been about, right? So that's what this episode is about. But before we dive in, I want to say hello. Hello, my gorgeous sisters. How are you? I hope you are all breathing and feeling, because the collective, the collective has been intense. And so, especially now after these elections, these timeline shifts and this transmission that we'll be working with today is really going to help you to not feed into any of it, not buy into any of it. Just free yourself from it entirely. None of it defines you. You are here to now really, truly elevate yourself above this identification with the external. You're ready to elevate yourself above this old paradigm. You're ready to elevate yourself to be in this space of you can't hang with a goddess. You keep walking. You're afraid of my light. You keep walking. You keep focusing onto yourself. But then if the situation or the person coming around is ready for your light, let's go. If the situation or the person is ready to level to your frequency and roll with the goddess, let's go, right? So really, you are the creator. You are mother of creation. You standing strong in your feminine energy means you are standing strong in your light. And from this place, you're not engaging. You're not engaging with the lower vibrational things of this illusion any longer. Any longer. You're not personalizing it. You're not trying to solve it or fix it. No, you're not enmeshing yourself in any of it. No, you are ready to stand in this amazing grace and glory. And this is, softness. But make no mistake, it's the true strength, right? Because you can stay soft and loving and compassionate in this choice, recognizing when people, places, things aren't of your light frequency. And so you can stay in the softness. You don't have to react, right? It's a compassionate, no, you're protecting your own light, right? You're protecting your own light. You are in this softness, in this flow, in this wonderful peace and joy that you are now going to deepen into your biology by the choices you're making. And that's what this transmission today is all about, right? Because remember, the most outer body of your auric field is your masculine energy, right? The most outer body is the mental body, and that is how you protect your energy field. So pulling back your energy is a mental choice. And by you having this mental choice for yourself, pulling all of your energy back to give people, places, things, all the space they need, right? You are honoring yourself. You are protecting yourself. You are cherishing yourself. You are in worship of yourself. And by you being in devotion and in worship to your goddess, to yourself as mother of creation, you are manifesting and you are imprinting your frequency, your dedication to yourself, your devotion to yourself. You are requesting this. This is a requirement for your engagement with people, places, and things, right? Okay, good. Now from here, let's go ahead and let's get into this. And so I would love for you to come into your feminine energy. And as you know, the breath is what takes you there. So connecting into your breath, being in your breath. And normally, as you know, when we're focusing onto the breath and we are in our inner connection and inner feminine flow, normally I want to say to you, keep your eyes open, right? Because we're wanting to practice being in this inner awareness, being in this inner presence, but in this world, right? We're not of it, but we're in it. We're playing in this world. We're here to learn to be this vibration, this light being, mother of creation, and mother of creation imprints her vibration. And in order for you to do that, you of course have to be in awareness with your surroundings, but you never lose your connection with yourself, hence the breath, okay? But for this transmission, just for you to get the visuals correctly, I do want you to close your eyes. I'm going to keep my eyes open, But feel free to close your eyes. You can leave your eyes closed for the entire time or open them at some point again if you want to, okay? Good, so go ahead and focus onto the breath. I've already opened up sacred space before I started the recording of this video. Stay in your breath. Nice, deep, slow, bottom of the belly breaths. You are in control of your breath, meaning you are in control of this vessel, mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically. And from here, I would like for you to visualize blinds. They're giving me the visual of blinds. So I have them in some of the rooms of my house. So on the side of the blind is a stick, right? And so you can turn the stick to one side and it closes the blinds. And then you can turn the stick to the other side and it opens the blinds, right? Now, this is what we're going to use to help this shift, this transmission to really sink in. Because you have such fast access to your light now, you have such immediate ability to just turn that stick and open the blinds. Turn that stick and there's your light. Turn that stick and whew, it's all illuminated. And this is something for you to work with. This is something for you to use as you are practicing being mother of creation. So stay in your breath. Stay in your breath and know that you've got this stick. It could be wood, it could be plastic, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just know that this is your way to switch the blinds. You can even make it an easy motion, just one turn, right? So patterning has the tendency to flip back to blinds closed, right? Ego wants to pull us back into the blinds closing, which means density, which means old patterning, old wounding, old trauma, reactions, defenses, protection mechanism, fear-based wounding that's unhealed. Yes, it wants to pull us back, and this is when the blinds close. So there's darkness or a sense of darkness. And so from here, as you're focusing onto your breath and you're staying in your breath, go ahead and within yourself, we're going to move through some examples right now, right? That when you are noticing yourself mentally, going into some kind of a defense mode, when you're noticing yourself getting into some kind of a better or less than, when you're noticing yourself getting into some of a kind of a scarcity or victim or doubting of yourself, right? Or worrying about the externals of what is going to happen in this country or what is going to happen in this world. Noticing when you are too enmeshed or engaged with somebody else's process or their healing or their choices. Noticing when you're too enmeshed in drama of any kind, right? Stay in your breath, and from here, go ahead and use the breath and turn the stick. Switch those blinds into whoop, right? Those wooden layers just flipping up as you're turning that handle, you're turning that stick, and whoop, there is the light, right? So coming back into your light that quickly, that easily, just know you have access to that now. So go ahead and practice that for yourself. Catch yourself, notice yourself in some sort of old mental patterning. Yes, you've been abandoned. Yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've been betrayed, but none of it defines you. It may have shaped you in your patterning, but none of it is you. So go ahead and switch those blinds up by turning that stick, and whoop, you're in your light. Switched yourself into your light alignment right then and there. And from here, continue on. You are mother of creation. You are birthing new patterns for yourself. You are birthing new perceptions for yourself right now. You are birthing yourself in your rebirth. Yes, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of you in your purity, in your softness, in your light, strength, and power, just by you being in your feminine energy. And so now that you've switched the shades and you've turned that wooden stick, from here now go ahead and immediately switch into light perception. Birth the new patterns, birth the new perceptions, and however you want to do that. And you can keep doing that and keep evolving in those perceptions, keep evolving in those new ways of thinking, keep evolving in those new ways of responding, right? So that if you are in doubt, if you are not sure on how to think correctly or perceive to a higher level or respond versus react, just make sure you flip that blind open so you're back in your light, and stay in your breath and give it a few beats, give it a few moments for yourself to just acknowledge, just embed your power, just embed into yourself that you have come so far, right? And you're doing the same thing with the emotional body now. Let's go ahead and let's do the same thing on the emotional side. And we'll get to the final solutions. We'll get to the final outcomes. I just want to move through the bodies. So from here, let's go ahead and let's use a few examples emotionally. So let's say your ego, your old patterning is being activated and triggered by an old addiction, by an old tendency, by an old habit, by an old fear, by an old protection mechanism, by an old physical reaction of anxiety, by an old emotional underlying current of depression or sadness. So letting yourself feel that, letting yourself acknowledge that, and go ahead and from here, turn that stick and just open those blinds back into the light coming in. And here you are right there, boom, back in your light. That's how easy you have access to yourself, to your true self, to your creator self now, mother of creation. And as you know, emotions have to be felt. So go ahead and just stay in this light, stay in your light self, stay in your illumination, and breathe and feel and let those emotions be there as a part of the past, of the things that did happen, yes. And these patterns were created, sure. But as you're staying in your light, you also, from your light, know that, no, these things aren't my true self. No, these things don't define me. No, I am no longer living from these old identifications. I am no longer reacting to life from these old mental or emotional ways of buying into the illusion. Good, and that will immediately help to clear those energies. As from here, let's go ahead and let's dive into your energetic body. So again, let's use another example. Stay in your breath connection, stay in your feminine energy. And from here, knowing that your energy is also patterned. It responds to how you think and how you feel, but it's also patterned in ways that just on pure autopilot. You have been used to be in your masculine energy, which always wants to control the external, which always wants to fix, help, guide, tell, right? And so whether your energy patterns are to reach out and attach in a controlling way, which is always fear-based, also coming from childhood, right? Or in a blocking, walling off kind of a way, which closes the heart, right? So this is also something that is an energetic pattern. So it could be either, the needing to control, the needing to attach, or it could be the opposite of that scale, which is walling off, blocking off, becoming cold, becoming ice queen, right? Becoming untouchable. This is ego. It shuts down the heart. So whichever way you swing, sometimes this, sometimes that, right? Go ahead and notice yourself in that familiarity, right? Because that's what these patterns are for. They were formed, yes. They were supposed to protect you. They were coping and protection mechanisms, yes. But they do not define you. So go ahead and turn that dial, turn that stick, turn that, the blinds open, you're back in your light. And your heart open, stay in your breath, stay in your feminine energy. Letting your light flood your space, letting your light flood all of your bodies, letting your light be your true self. Here's the reminder again, you are mother of creation. You are rebirthing yourself. You are redefining yourself. So go ahead and take charge over your energy. Pull that energy back. You're not here to control anybody or anything. Only by you being your light will the ones that are to your status, to your standards, to your value, to your frequency match, step up, step in, right? And so same thing on the other side. Open your heart, let go of the walls, let the walls fall. Perhaps there are some fears behind it. Feel those fears. It's okay, right? We're here to face everything. You have known darkness. We have all known darkness, but we're choosing light. So the light doesn't fear or darkness. Light transforms it. So as you're being flooded by your light in this beautiful space of openness, you're adjusting your energetic patterns. No reaching externally and attaching, nor walling off and closing the heart, but just a beautiful, healthy, mental, strong outer shell of your auric field that is honoring you in your energy, and your open and flowing and receptive and loving and soft flow of yourself. Stay in this breath. Stay in this breath. Keep those blinds open. Good. Very nice. And so these, of course, are parts of you rebirthing, redefining yourself mentally, emotionally, energetically. Let's go ahead and let's focus on the physical body. And from here, physically, go ahead and come back into your breath. Stay in yourself. And now let's go ahead and let's move through any and all physical reaction patterns, habits, tendencies, addictions. And remember that all of these are mental and emotional based, right? These are all mental and emotional driven patterns. However, the body holds memory, right? The body is equipped with all of the memory that you're still needing to illuminate from this lifetime and all other lifetimes. And so notice your physical reactions, knee-jerk reactions of wanting to run or wanting to grasp, wanting to eat, wanting to smoke, wanting to drink, wanting to shop, wanting to have sex. Whatever those addictions may be, whatever these coping mechanisms may be, whatever these distraction patterns may be, maybe it's the screens, maybe it's talking to a friend about drama. Whatever these distraction and coping mechanisms are that are still a memory within your physical body, notice them right now. Breathe into them and go ahead and turn that stick again. Open the blinds, let your light, the light of your soul flood your physical body. You are mother of creation. And you are rebirthing yourself. You are redefining yourself right now in this moment. And so from here, as you are in the beautiful light of your soul, light of yourself, breathe. Don't think. Just feel whatever is there. And go ahead and speak to your body. Speak to your body of that you are now in devotion to this vessel. You are now in honor and in worship to this temple that is housing your soul, and you are aware of that you've patterned it in certain ways because of experiences that are not who you are and do not define you. And that any and all of these coping mechanisms were just protection of your vulnerability, protection of your softness, protection of getting hurt again. But none of this is serving any longer. So let your body know that you've got you. You're honoring yourself, you're protecting yourself, you're respecting yourself. You are in devotion to yourself. You are in worship to yourself. You are in union with yourself. You are loving yourself and this body, and you are in this illumination, breathing through any and all of this old memory, any and all of this old physical trigger reaction patterning. You are present in your light, in your illumination to your physical responses, realizing that right now you are redefining yourself. You are rebirthing yourself, speaking to your body. And this is where all of the bodies are coming into harmony now. As you are speaking to your body of the love and the respect and the listening and the nurture and the gratitude that you want to reside within. Because that's what union is, right? It's deepest love, it's deepest devotion, it's deepest trust. Because it's opened, you've opened yourself to your light level, which is transparent, which is pure. Yet you're no fool, right? This is why mental body is strong. Mental body is your protection, so that you check and catch yourself. Remember, now we're coming full circle. The highest perspectives. How are you rebirthing? How are you redefining yourself now in the repatterning, in the shifting of perceptions? You are no longer living from the masculine energy, from the old conditioning, which is wanting approval, wanting attention, wanting validation, which now you are giving to yourself. So from this space, the highest perceptions, the highest ways of thinking and responding through all of the bodies are from this inner self-love, self-respect, self-alignment, communication from this space of within your feminine energy, which is the opening to your light, the opening to your higher self, to your soul, to the vastness of your mother of creation. So you can be compassionate with yourself because you're still needing to tend to your inner child. You can be compassionate to yourself that, yes, all of these old ways that you will now notice that are happening when the blinds are shut and it's in the dark or in the shadow, that all this requires from you is for you to tend to yourself and for you to be the mother of creation to yourself, to your child, with love, with devotion, with compassion. And you say to your child, it's okay. I know you're wanting to protect yourself. I know you're still believing that somebody or something can give you this validation, this love, this protection. But we want to be in union and wholeness of self. So let me be this validation for you. Let me be this protection for you. Let me be this devotion to you. Let me be this affirmation to you of your worth, of your value, of your standards, of your divinity. And this is you honoring yourself as you're moving through this process, where you're recognizing any and all of that which feels the shades closed, even just half. And immediately you go to this stick and you turn it. So the blinds open, your light comes in, floods you, reminds you, aligns you, illuminates you back into Mother of Creation. And from here, all of the wisdom, all of the knowledge that you already are, always have been, and always will be, is accessible to you from within your light, from within your feminine energy. You already are open. Blinds are open. Light is there, just like that. And from here, just listen. Just listen and know, and most importantly, stay. Stay in your breath. Stay in your illumination. Let that simmer. Let that settle into your biology. Let that soak into your mental, your emotional, your energetic and physical bodies, so that all of this repatterning, all of this rebirthing can happen intuitively, to your soul's guidance, to your soul's journey, to your soul's path forward. Because you, the soul that you are, came here with very distinct intention. And keep opening the blinds, because there is no limit. There is no limit to you leveling up. No, and only you, only your soul, only your light knows the best way, the best path for yourself. And as you have opened the blinds and are in yourself, you will always know. You will always feel. You will always know. Because that's who you are, mother of creation. Good. So be sure to listen to this as often as necessary for you to keep playing with this and reminding yourself, and to really integrate and embody this transmission. And as always, I am so, so, so thankful for your light and your presence and your energy on this channel. And as always, love and light blessings to you and yours. Ciao for now.